next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Fonzie Live. Fonzie on YouTube. There we go. Fonzie Live coming in hot. 2024. Let's start this again. Perfect view of what when listen. Sometimes shit goes awry, but now we're live on all 5 stations everywhere. Let me get back onto here, double check. I'm glad I checked, because, and that's why we do this, right? Because sometimes I'm a tool, let's be honest. And it looks like the show is going out everywhere now. Confirm maybe Wadester if you're out there again. But listen, we'll start again. Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas. I'm live from Nicaragua. I remembered everything I was supposed to bring for work, everything. I forgot the light. So I look a little dark tonight. Sorry for the shitty light in behind. I'm not my beautiful, fancy self. But listen, that's just the way it goes sometimes. It is awesome. There we go. We are live on Facebook. Bye-bye. I got the notes up. It's episode 272. Little bit of a rough start, but listen. 2024 ain't going to be that way. We've already had a beautiful start to this year, and we'll get into everything tonight. I encourage you to go to all the social medias, follow my ass, okay? Please. I'm everywhere. Just go follow. It's at Bonzi Live on most of the places. And listen, I'm just here to entertain you, some of the bitches, because you're so wonderful, and I love each and every one of you. We got a great show tonight. I was going to get a guest, but listen, it's 2 reasons I didn't. 1, I'm on vacation, and I didn't really want to put in the time and effort. And 2, it's only January 3rd, and a lot of people who would generally come on the show and all them people, they want a bit of a break, too, from the old podcast world. You know what I'm saying? So tonight, you just get this from old Bonzarelli, and believe me, you're pretty good at it. We'll entertain you. We'll do 45 minutes to an hour. We'll just have fun, all right? I got a ton to talk about. First and foremost, Christmas was I'm not a big fan of Christmas, but it was special this year. Tough start. We'll get into that. But then we got nightmare of a trip down here because I'm a stupid idiot, which most of you know who follow the show for quite a while now. I done messed up and I didn't get here on time. It took 2 days instead of 7 hours. We got so much to talk about. The New Year's Eve down here was absolutely off the charts. It was even better than I remember it. We'll get into all that. I got some crazy videos, pictures, and we got some great guests coming up starting next week, including we've been pumping her for a while. JJ Wild is coming on the show. She is so gorgeous. She is so talented. You guys are going to love her. We're going to talk her brand new single that came out. We're going to talk what she's up to in 2024 and how she's going to trump how amazing she was in 2023, because it was a big year for her. Also, my boys, the Pharaoh Minx, an amazing band that is going to have an epic 2024 too. In fact, we're going to have a sit-down interview. These guys love me and trust me so much. I'm still not sure why, but they're awesome dudes, and I really got to know them this summer and spend some time with them. And we're actually, me and some a crew, actually, I got a camera guy and a sound guy coming up. We're going to sit down live in their jamming studio. We're going to drink some beers. We're going to smoke some weed, and we are going to sit down and talk music. We're going to talk with their relationship with the Glorious Sons, who I just got to see before Christmas, which was epic. And so many more great guests lined up for the first couple of months of 2024. I'm really excited. I am in San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua, live. I'm only here for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks in total, minus a day that I screwed up and blew it. We'll get into that in a minute. And listen, usually I'd be bummed out that I'm going to have to only be here 2.5 weeks and I go to spend the winter in Canada. I know all the Canadians up there go, wah, Bonzi, cry me a river. But listen, it's all good. I'm super stoked to be able to spend this winter in Canada and not down here for the first time for a great reasons. We hunting rabbits, Bonzi, are we? Listen, I am a sucker for punishment, and I would do it all over again. My boy Wade, thanks for tuning in from Edmonton, Alberta, and everybody else. I see Phil Savage tuned in from Hamilton. We got my boy Grimmy up in the north in Ontario, eh? You got some snow up there. We got Kirsten Rickards and her man, my boy Mike. I really appreciate it. Nicholas Toledo's just tuned in from Nicaragua right down here. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in. And listen, I am on a mission because Fat Boy here, well, I can't even call myself Fat Boy anymore because it's been 47 days of finding out that I had to have my shirt off in a movie coming up at the end of this month. And I have been on one. Carnivore diet is absolutely working for me. Super stoked to be a gym rat now. We'll just get into everything. We're going to have a fun night today. We're going to talk about the loser owner of the Carolina Panthers. His team is horrendous. And when you're a billionaire, you don't really like to lose or be like anything on the lower level. That guy couldn't get any lower, and he has so much money. It's unbelievable, and he has had enough. We're going to show the video of him whipping a drink out of his private box into the stands. It's epic. We'll tell you his fine and everything. What else are we going to get into? New Year's Eve here, like I said, was absolutely off the charts. And Dave Chappelle's brand new special that launched on Netflix yesterday will absolutely blow your mind. I cannot wait. My boy Phil tuning in from the Niagara Falls region, and you'll get that quick little snippet of a joke if you are a big fan of The Breakfast Club. Thanks for tuning in, Phil. How many girls have you slept with in the Niagara Falls region, Phil? I'm just kidding. I don't want to know. None of my business. And my boy Sauce, Getting Sauce podcast. I highly recommend y'all go check that out. He says, why is this going out on Cars Accounts? I only turned on the 4 accounts. I didn't know it was. Maybe you could, can I turn that off? Because I'm not part of that. I am not, and I didn't mean to do that. So thanks for giving me the heads up of that, bro. Maybe a slip of the thing because I started the show and forgetting to turn all of them on. And then when I restarted, it might have just went automatically to all of them. Not sure. So listen, bonus for Crier Media tonight, isn't it, my boy? Love that guy, Ryan Lindley. Go check him out on all the social medias and his podcast, Getting Sauced. All right, dummies of the week as well. I got some beauty videos for you. What else? Oh, well, let's get to the sponsors because they help me pay the bills a little bit and pay to run this service. This is the best steakhouse. And listen, if you are in the Hamilton, Toronto region of Ontario, you have to go to Shakespeare's Fine Dining. It is the best. It's the best surf and turf. It's the best service you'll ever have. Listen, they've been in business for over 50 years. It's a mom pop shop. It's run by the entire family. And I will tell all the celebrities come up, the athletes, the movie stars, they all come from Toronto to go to Hamilton, to go to the best steakhouse in all of Ontario. 905-528-0689 or go to www.shakespeares.ca. Make a reservation or you will not get into that restaurant. Sorry, you were forewarned. All right. That's it for the sponsors. All right. How you doing? Happy New Year's, January 3rd. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas and an awesome New Year's Eve. I did. New Year's Eve for me this year, well, and Christmas. This time last year, real quick, me and my mom, Sarge, got wickedly ill through the night on Christmas Eve. And boy, oh boy, I was in bed for 4 days. She was in bed for 6. It was absolutely disgusting. Miss Christmas, miss New Year's. So this year, I promised myself, that ain't happening again. And I know a lot of people have been sick in Ontario. Well, all over the place, actually, not just Ontario. And it's kind of crazy. It's almost like COVID, but not COVID, but sort of different strain. You call it what you will. But listen, Mike Halliday, thanks for tuning in, my guy. I can't keep up with you from where you are, but I know you are originally from the Niagara Falls region too. So I appreciate all those people tuning in tonight. Yeah. So listen, I missed all that last year. So this year, no, I planned 100% to come down here, party for New Year's Eve, and this place didn't disappoint. So first, let's start. I'm going to toot my own horn because I'm not a big fan of the whole Christmas anymore. You know, once you have it for so long with a family, like your own kids and stuff, and your ex-wife, it's just not the same when all that goes awry, which is for most people these days. And listen, I lasted 15 years and then it was over and then Christmas was never the same. You know what I mean? You don't get to wake up with your kids while every other year do. It's just not the same. Anyways, Christmas can sort of go get bent, but this year, it was sort of a turnaround, if you will. Christmas Eve, really tough. A year ago on Christmas Eve, my best pal since childhood, since 5 years old, passed away suddenly. Not cool. I was worried and freaked out about how this first year anniversary would go. And listen, it went pretty good, pretty sad. Spent 2 hours at his gravesite. We rocked Guns N' Roses, which was his favorite band. I smoked a couple joints, had a drink with him, and it was awesome. And it wasn't awesome, actually, but you just do what you do. Dan, thanks for tuning in from Toronto, my guy. And Angie, right here in Nicaragua, friends are back in Ontario. Thanks for housing my sorry ass for 2 nights when I first got here. Thanks for picking me up at the border as well. Love you guys to pieces. I know you're all tuning in over there. You got some friends here tonight. It's just awesome. I'm looking for Mary's here. Well, listen, we're going to have a great time here. And so what was, so December 24th, it was tough. Got through it. But you know what I did? December 24th, I did something I haven't done in a long, long time. I did this. Is this the right? No, that's not the right picture. They're so small on the little screen. I got to find it because I'm really impressed that I did this. Some of you might know. Fuck, I can't. Oh, this is it right here. Pow, pow. Oh, Bonzarelli went to church. I still can't believe I didn't blow up. I have not been to church. I can't even tell you when was the last time. But my parents, big churchgoers, forced me to go as a kid. I went, and I can confirm, still boring as fuck as it was way back in the day when I used to go and was forced to go. But my Sarge, me mom, and my pops were so bloody thrilled that I showed up with them on Christmas Eve to church. They were blown away. They're like, I come up. They're like, what are you doing here? I said, I'm coming to church with you. You should have seen their bloody face. They were like, something wrong with you, son? You all right? I'm like, no, it's all good. I had a wonderful day with my friend at his gravesite. I'm coming to pay my respects and show you guys some love and respect too, because I love you and I know it's your thing and I know you loved it. And my 2 loser brothers didn't show up, so I got wicked credit. I'm already the best favorite and goodest looking son. Nice word, Bonds, goodest. But listen, I got wicked extra points that night, and I'm pretty sure they went on to their will the next morning and couple extra zeros for old Gregory Scott. I'll tell you that right now. But again, devastatingly boring. It was horrendous. It was an hour and a bit, 20 minutes I'll never get back. But yeah, the looks on my parents' faces and get to sit with them and singing some Christmas carols and church stuff. It was all good. Okay, moving on. What else? Movie roll update real. No, fuck that. We'll get to that later. Because we'll roll right from Christmas to New Year's. So 4 days later after Christmas, old Bonzarelli here is supposed to get on a plane on December 29th. Little flight from Buffalo to Atlanta. Ended up, my parents, lovely folks they are, dropped me off in Buffalo day before the flight. I go there. I went out for dinner with a nice friend there, manager Jason of this show, actually. And we had a time. I got home at a decent hour. It was 11:30. I wasn't gibbled or anything. Might have been a little bit, but not much. And but that has nothing to do with it. What has to do with it is I'm just stupid. I am technology savvy, but sometimes I get too excited for my own good. And I set 3 alarms on that stupid iPhone. And for some reason, I would like to know, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, sort of off course, but not really. When you set a fucking alarm on an iPhone, why isn't it automatically turned on? Shouldn't you have to be the one to turn it off when you set the goddamn alarm? I would think so. Anyways, in my excitement, got home, set 3 alarms at the hotel. Stupid me forgot to get a wake-up call from the goddamn front desk. Last thing Sarge said to me as I kissed her goodbye and hugged her, she, Gregory Scott, when you go in tonight, see the check-in light, make sure you get the wake-up call. All right, Mom, no problem. Yep, Sarge, gotcha. Love you. Bye. And not to be rude, and it's not like I wasn't ignoring her. Or I just went in there. I was excited. I booked in, and I forgot to get the goddamn wake-up call. And then I got to my room. I'm like, okay, 3 alarms set. We're good. Rock and roll. Fucking forgot to slide the little bar. Innocent mistake. It happens to the best of us. I have been flying solo for a long time now. And listen, out of the, I don't know how many hundreds of flights I've been on, I have personally never missed a flight in my life. Pretty proud of that. It was bound to happen. And I'll tell you what the kiss of death was. I was on my way to the airport with my folks, and we were talking about all the traveling we do. And I'm like, you know what? All the years I've been coming to Nicaragua, this is 7. I was like, I've never, ever had a problem. Other than not getting my passport stamped at the border, get to the Liberia airport, I had to whip back. Anyways, neither here nor there. I've never really had a huge issue with flying, never missed flights, no delay, no nothing. It's been pretty tickety-boo. Kiss of death. Fucking jinxed it, blew it. I fucked up. I missed my flight. It sucked. I was like, I've never been so upset with myself. And I was like, boo, poor me, acted like a loser, sucked my thumb, I wanted sympathy. And then I put my big boy pants on an hour plus later, called Delta, I done fucked up, and they helped me out. Monica, God bless her, at Delta. Next day, same flight, $56 for my stupid mistake instead of a whole new ticket. And I got to thank him for that. So, Wade here, I got to go back for a second. He says, I'm Sarge's favorite person. Give me a break, bro. No, you're just not. Anyways, it is what it is. Super thankful to manager Jason, who was able to come grab my ass from this monstrously remote hotel because I cheaped out. I'm not going to lie. I was only there to sleep for like 4 hours. Ended up being 7, but I didn't know that at the time. He comes and gets me. We go for dinner, lunch, and he drops me off at a nice new hotel right across the street from the airport. Got a wake-up call right away from the front desk, set 3 alarms. And my dad, bless him, he called me at 3 a.m. to make sure I was up. Anyways, my sorry ass got here. Long story, boring. And here we are. And it's awesome. So get here, watch football for 2 days, party a little bit, nothing too crazy. And then New Year's Eve happened here. And well, let's just say, this is how it sort of started at about 11. And then we'll go from there. Watch this. Run! Oh my God! Everybody go like, shit. Oh my God. Absolutely epic. And I'm going to throw up one more. This is how it ended. This one right here. We ended up at Remus nightclub. Absolutely. No, this is it was a pretty special night, and it rolled into the early morning. Believe me, you. But okay, that's enough. The New Year's Eve, Nicaragua. Listen, I'm just having a great time here. It's always a pleasure to be back. This is my view for the next 2 weeks. That sunset. The sunsets here are never boring. It's amazing. I'm super blessed to have wonderful people, Paul and Pat. Amazing humans, amazing friends. They're like parents to me, my second parents, and I absolutely love them to pieces. And I can't thank them enough for hosting me again this year at their lovely place. And it is pretty special. Huge shout out to Neil Atkinson watching from BC. Thanks for tuning in, bro. I miss you. I hope you have a great new year. Andrew Emery's tuning in from Hamilton, my hometown. Love you, bud. Hope everything's well. Spencer just tuned in. I believe he's from the Midland, Ontario area. What else is happening down here? Oh, so there's a beautiful. Oh, not that. I didn't mean to show. I already showed that. San Juan del Sur. That's the main sort of. That's the main area out in the bay. It's a huge fishing place here, and it really is. Mike Halliday's been here. That's where I met him. He says he misses it and needs to get back. Yeah, you know what? It's really amazing how many people I have truly met here from even 7 years ago, and they're still here. Or they keep coming back as I do every year, because this place is super special, 100%. And I'm super. I hope I get to continue to come back here every year, forever and ever. Amen. But enough of San Juan. We'll get to. I think next week we're gonna do a live show from a bar here, and we'll have some great guests on, and we'll see what happens. And I'm off tomorrow. I got to give a shout out to these champs because I know they're watching. I got to meet these beauties about 3 or 4 nights ago when I first got here. And these are 3 champs from Pittsburgh. And we just sort of became pals. And they are absolute beauties. They've never been here. It's their first time. And they are off to Ometepe tomorrow, which is a beautiful island with 2 volcanoes. You got to take a ferry to get over there. I was invited by them because I've been there 4 or 5 times. They asked me to come be their tour guide. I'm going to do it. Couldn't be more stoked. We are going to have a time. So I can't wait to go and spend the next 2.5 days on this beautiful island with 2 volcanoes. We're going to just have a time. And huge shout out to those boys. And we'll be pals for life for sure. One more thing about Nicaragua. This is literally my life now, not just here, but I'm in love with coffee. I am massively addicted to being a gym rat now. And of course, I love my dogs. I'll pet any dog here. I love the stray dogs. The street dogs here are really special. They're all over the place. 98, 99% of them are not aggressive. And yeah, I love coffee, weights, and dogs now. 100%. What else? Ricky Gervais special too. We'll get into. Let's talk a bit of comedy and stuff of what's going on, and we'll get into the stupid owner of the Carolina Panthers. I'll show you that video. But let's first talk about Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais. Brand new specials just came out. They are probably at this point 2 of the most aggressive, funniest dudes out there, and Bill Burr's right up there too. Massive Bill Burr fan, but he's got a new special coming out soon, but these 2 just came out, and boy, oh boy, buckle up, because are they ever aggressive. You know how Dave Chappelle, my boy there, I love him. He is one of the most brilliant comedians of all time, if not the best. And he sort of just got more and more and more aggressive. It seems to be the way comedy has gone over the last, I don't even know. It's always been a bit aggressive, and people like test the waters and, push the limits. And now 2023, 2024, they ain't no limits anymore. I'll tell you that right now in the comedic world. Buddy Balls, Dave Chappelle comes out in this new special. And just to back a little bit, his last 2 specials hit hard on the transgenders. They got all upset with him. They tried to get him banned off Netflix, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? They didn't win. And he just come out hard with a new special. And at no huge spoilers here, but I'll tell you this. He comes out and he starts, I'm not going to make fun of the transgenders anymore. Been there, done that. I got a new sort of genre to pick on. But before he gets to that genre, he does continue to absolutely tear a strip off the transgenders again for about 10 to 12 minutes. And listen, 100% neutral. I ain't here to join sides or nothing. Bonzarelli, I'm just telling you what the hell I saw on Dave Chappelle. So don't you all get pissy me. Dave Chappelle. Fuck off. I ain't anything. I am just telling you the facts of what I saw on the goddamn Netflix. All right? So there. Got that out of the way. That being said, fucking Dave Chappelle, good for you. Good for you, bro. Owned it. Not only did he absolutely slam the trans again, which, again, neither here nor there for Bonzi's opinion, but then he continues to absolutely lambaste the handicap. And boy, oh boy, did he ever do a good job. funny as shit. And I'll tell you right now, all you little snowflake powder puffs out there, if you're not into that stuff, awesome. Good for you. Go and watch your little Hallmark little love movies and all the Christmas shit they put out, and nobody will ever be offended. And it's all, oh, love at the end. Awesome. Piss off if you don't like that stuff. You can easily, it ain't like 1980 where you only got 12 channels or maybe 20, 30 if you're lucky and you could afford the little click up box, and then you get the extra row of channels. It's 2024 and buckle up because it's aggressive. And if you don't like it, the best part is turn it off. Anyways, I got to give him huge credit. Ricky Gervais, he comes out hardcore too. Absolutely has 0.0 fucks to care about anything. He owns it. They own it. They tell the comedy in the proper way. And I absolutely think it's amazing. And I really hope one day, it is my goal to get up on stage for at least 5 minutes to say I did it. If I do it, great. If I don't, that's okay too. But I still have a issue with me personally about going out and being that aggressive because that is aggressive stuff. Let's not kid a kidder. Anyways, it is what it is. They own it. That's why they're the best. That's why they make $1 million plus whatever a day. And I'm just here sitting schlubbing away doing this stupid podcast, as me mom says. All right, let's show this video. I got to get into this. The buddy of the Carolina Panthers. Now, listen, let me set this up because if you're into NFL, and even if you're not, you got to understand that there's a ton of money out there. If you own an NFL team, you literally have more money than 99% of the people on this planet and God. So you don't like to lose. You don't like to be taken advantage of. You don't like to see your stadium empty when every other team stadium in the whole league is full. And tickets for your team are going on sale for 25 cents for a home game. And I'm not even kidding. 25 cents. They're 2-14. The owner had enough. 100% he done messed up. But you got to maybe understand the frustration and where he's coming from, because it just ain't cool to watch you pay millions of dollars to these punks out there and they absolutely play horrendous. Anyways, watch this. It's pretty funny. It's quick. And we'll play it a couple times. It's funny. Go. So angry. So this is at this. It's not even at his stadium. You can where he whips it and then he away. He's absolutely disgusted. This game was actually in Florida at. Let's play that again. See if we can play. This is at the Jaguar Stadium, and he has his own bar. They give every owner a box, and there he is. Whips the drink, throws it down, and walks off. Anyway, that little soiree right here. We'll play it one more time. Watch this. Boo, 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 and there he goes. Throws it, whips it, and he's gone. That, my friends, was a $300,000 drink, because that's what they fined him. And the poor folks who were just there at the Jaguars game, they didn't want a drink thrown on them, but they ain't gonna see a cent of that money. Anyways, they were pissed off. They gave him what for, and it was pretty funny for sure. You got to have some sort of sympathy. I know, boo-hoo, Mr. Billionaire, his team sucks and he's losing a couple $100 million. He's still going to have billions. So I guess at the end of the day, you know what, Mr. Sucky Pants, suck it up and hire better players and hire better coaches and system. I don't know what to tell you, but I'll tell you this. Put on your big boy pants, stop being a sucky, and move on. $300,000, though. Oof. That would hurt for you and me, but like I said, not for him. He's like, I'll pull that out of my back pocket. Fuck you, NFL. And Mr. Roger Goodell. All right, what else we got? Let's roll into we're not doing a full show tonight. It's going to be nice and chill. I'm on holiday. We're just here to have some fun. Let's get into some videos real quick. Carol McDonald, thanks for tuning from way down south in Ontario. I forget the name of your town. Some oil fields or whatever. But let's get into some funny videos. Oh, you know what? Before we get into funny videos and dummies of the week and stuff, I gotta show you this beauty of a video. So I got to see JJ Wild, who will be coming on the show soon. Pharaoh Minks opened for them, and then JJ came on stage. Well, my little nephew was there, and he's 7 years old. He is a survivor. He had a heart attack at 7 weeks old, ended up having 2 open heart surgeries, coded 3 times. I think he's been to where another place that none of us have ever had, because he says stuff that just it makes sense, but we don't comprehend because I've never coded 3 times or had open heart surgery. So that kid has been off somewhere and he's talked to other people, and it's insane. Anyways, I love him to pieces. He's a survivor, and he got to go see JJ. And not only did he get to go see JJ, he got to present her with a flower. And this is pretty epic. Watch this. She waves him over. So cool. He was so goddamn nervous. So he runs up, gives it to her, and he just bolts. Bless his little heart. God damn it. I love that kid to death. And I'm so super stoked that he got to experience that. And he never shut up about it until the day I left. So that's super cool. And huge shout out to JJ for doing that too. All right, let's get to some really funny videos before we get the hell out of here early, because I got to be up early. Got to hit the gym, and then I'm going home with Tepe with my Pittsburgh boys. Listen, I have not got to experience this. Some people go away and then they get to come home after being in prison, and their family does this to them. Watch.
I'm nervous that you're taking.
Oh, hell yeah!
That is epic. Nothing like getting your mugshot on canvas for Christmas. Family, man. That's pretty funny. Great sense of humor. I'm not sure how thrilled Sergeant my pops would be if I went and did some time in prison. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be getting no mugshot as a gift. I'd probably get a hot tongue and a cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's Christmas time. Rudolph and the reindeers were out there just recently, and sometimes they apparently can get a little aggressive and like the box. You got to check this video out. It's off the charts already. Watch this. Like, what am I watching right now? It's a deer who maybe, I don't even, it looks like he's got the
How'd you see it?
him.
I don't know why it's so fucking
Oh, he ain't afraid either. He's definitely got some Christmas pops in him. Love that deer to death, though. I hope they became pals after.
Would you just shut your window?
You can't even make this shit up. Like, what am I watching right now?
Stop, dear.
He's like
Hold it by the
fighting it,
collar.
wrestling, he's choking it out there. No quitting that deer/kangaroo.
Holy crap.
All right. I'll let you go.
Wow.
Go your way.
It's probably one of the crazier, weirdest, coolest videos I've ever played on this show.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know, man. I don't know where the hell that even was, but whatever. This is pretty funny. Dummy of the week goes to the lady speaking at the podium. Hero of the week goes to the cameraman for being a super champ. He probably might have lost his job, but watch this.
Yes. So we've seen almost a doubling in terms of improvement on-time performance since last year. That is a reflection of all the work that we've done across the ecosystem together with our partner airlines, with agencies, reducing processing time, reducing wait times, and fine-tuning operations with our air carrier partners. And we see the great results that have come from that.
Oh, the results. Yeah, I can see that's really working out great. Epic fail. What a complete liar. That's just what those people do, right? They get up there and they just spew their shit and try to make you believe it. Oops. I didn't say that again. You're a liar. And we already know that. I exposed you. Listen, I'm not sure what the hell this guy was trying to do. At first, he looked like he knew what he was doing. Didn't go so well. I hope he's got bigger aspirations than being whatever he tried to be here. Watch.
Yes, we.
Instant concussion.
Yes, we.
I don't know, dude. I mean, if you think you're gonna try and pull off something,
Yes, we.
you would have way more confidence and
Yes, we.
and I don't know. That dude, that did not look good, and pretty sure he don't even remember coming into the new year. Speaking of not remember coming into the new year, this looks like it's down in America somewhere, and they just do things differently sometimes on Christmas Day. Ready? Set this up. I love this. It's pretty epic. Two of them aren't wearing helmets, and two of them are, and you'll see why in a second. Ready? Buckle up. Here we go. Oh, turn the volume on.
Hey, here we go. There's it. Hey, come on. 42-7.
Goddamn much.
84.
I understand. Okay, you put on the helmet, you go a little more aggressive. Why?
Hey, here we go.
It looks like a freshman there. Ready? I hope Buddy had a plethora of beers in him and didn't even feel it. You know what I mean? One more before I get out of here. January 3rd, 2024. I can't even believe it. Thanks for tuning in. It's Bonzi Live Trip with Bonzi. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and apparently we're on Crier Media tonight. So, fuck them. It is what it is. One more. This one is this is pretty funny. It's more, I'm not sure what's funnier, the dog whipping down the street and just owning it, or the owner yelling at him. Are you ready? Watch this.
Pernell, I know you ain't stealing Christmas lights. Please tell me you ain't no jug. Pernell, I know that ain't you one. I know that ain't you stealing people Christmas lights. Pernell, get to the house now, Pernell.
Go too, eh?
Pernell,
Set of forces
you gotta get a crack, son. Go home. Go get the people that Christmas lights back. You ain't got the money to return them. Please, Pernell, get to the house. Just get in the car.
Please, Pernell.
Pernell, get in the car.
You imagine? Get your motherfucking
I know you ain't do all
in
this
the car.
stuff just the boo-boo. Pernell, you know what?
Shit.
Now, Pernell, why would you go and steal them people Christmas lights only the boo-boo on them? Like, why would you do that? Like, come on, now I gotta replace them at Home Depot. You do too much. My God.
I just love people to death. I really do. You never know. The internet is a wonderful thing. It can also be a crazy thing, but by golly gee, we wouldn't get this kind of shenanigans on here, would we? That's it. I gotta go. It's 8:45. We got through 45 minutes. I think it was fun. Hope you had fun. I did. And now I gotta go order some supper because I'm starving. I need my protein. And I hope you had a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have an amazing weekend coming up. Subscribe to the show. We got some great guests coming on. Like I said, JJ Wild. I had another one. We got I wonder if I have this note in my notes I just saw, and I haven't played this, but it's been in my storage for way too long. Or maybe I did play it. Remind me if I did, but it's so funny we got to play. Oh, I did play it. I do remember now. But here it is one more time. Worst name ever in the entire planet for a company name. Watch this.
The healing power of touch. La Roche-Posay.
I beg your pardon?
The healing power of touch. La Roche-Posay.
One more time. What was your company called?
The healing power of touch. La Roche-Posay.
Oh, wow. Who doesn't love some large pussy? I just love me some pussy at this point. Oh, Bonzi, here we go. Wow, January 3rd, 2024. Bonzi is already talking about. Never mind. All right, that's it. Well, no, I'll say. Bonzi I didn't pick up a girl. I met a girl the other night, and within 10 minutes, we exchanged social medias. It's 2024 is looking up for your pal Bonzi. Maybe it's the year. Might find a girlfriend and settle down. Probably won't, but Listen, it is what it is. What else we got? Mike Corner, thanks for tuning in, brother. Really appreciate it. I think that's about. I think I've said enough. But I was super proud because somebody, and I won't mention any names, came at me and they witnessed the whole thing transpire, and then they're like, "Oh, what? Continuing the same old pattern for 23? Can't get a girl's number, go over date." Not how it happened, Buster. She's from Calgary. She's a wonderful human. We will be friends forever. And I didn't strike out. There's Mr. Stoney. It seems to be a thing with, they all say, oh, it's a pattern with Bonds. Ain't no pattern. I didn't strike out. I even talked to her today. I don't have to show you losers. I shouldn't call you losers. You tune into this show, so maybe you are losers. Anyways, she's a wonderful lady, beautiful blonde. I got to pick her up in front of my friends, and I reproved myself, and I think 2024 is going to be my year. So there, I said it. And the only one who's going to go get it is me, okay? So there. That's it. That's all. One more sponsor. I got to give a huge shout out to my boy, Brad Bond. Check him out. It's called Don't Trip, You're Fine. It's his clothing line. He's on the Instagram. Go check him out. The link is in the bio at Don't Trip, You're Fine. He's got some brand new swag as well. You can get toques. You can get hoodies. You can get sick t-shirts. He's got it all. Go check him out. Don't Trip, You're Fine on Instagram. That's my boy. What else? Mike Rickard says, nope, nice 2 days getaway on an island with 3 dudes. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I know. Let me take that photo off because maybe that sounded wrong, but I'm done. You all can go fuck yourself. Happy New Year. We'll see you next week. I think I've said enough. Adios. I love you, and it's time to go. Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
I checked the line. Who's next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I checked the line. Who's next to go?
Bonds on YouTube.